And now, Chief Meteorologist Chad Merrill with your full 7-day forecast.
Heavy rain in Oak Hill and the New River Gorge National Park. This was the heavy rain coming down between 3 and 4 o'clock. Lots of standing water out there. Flash flood warnings, though, were not issued. Just keep in mind that with all the standing water and moisture around, we will have some fog. Now, look at these pictures. This was the storm as it initially came into Oak Hill. You can see the rain shaft extending from the cumulonimbus cloud. Thank you very much, Nikki, for that photo. And Katie and Sandstone saw these small little hail pellets. We also saw Crossroad Malls in Beckley, and now in the Greenbrier Valley as these storms are moving east. Very heavy rain right now along the Route 219 corridor. I wouldn't be surprised if the Weather Service issues a flash flood warning, because with this rain very slowly moving east and redeveloping to the south, we could have some ponding of water. Some of the creeks and streams could also overflow their banks. We do have a couple of hail reports. Basically, this one right here, this is in Falling Spring. Not only do we have some small hail, but a couple of power lines down, and that is near the 600 block of Gardner Road in Falling Spring. These storms have moved east of 19, so that means the rest of us are going to enjoy a quieter weather pattern this evening. Our temperatures generally in the 60s. It's pretty muggy outside. With the dense fog this evening, we will have the rain come back tomorrow morning with a low of 55 degrees. Now, that rain is not going to be nearly as steady and heavy as what we are seeing right now in the Greenbrier Valley. It'll be light in nature. It'll just be in the morning before noon with a high of 74. And folks, by this time tomorrow, the wind will be picking up and drying things out. As a matter of fact, we'll have gusts into the low to mid 30 range between 2 and 6 o'clock for much of 219, I-64, Route 19. Some heavier gusts, 35 to 40 miles an hour in those higher elevations east of 19 into western parts of Pocahontas County. We don't have a wind advisory in effect. Just know the wind will be, stirring up a little bit, but the air will feel very, very much more refreshing compared to what it feels like now. Warm air right ahead of the storm. We have 49 in Fargo, so we're starting to see signs of a pattern change. And this is fast forwarding through Thursday, because Thursday will be dry, and here comes the final front. That comes through on Friday with a couple of showers and storms. We aren't expecting severe weather with that. And then we have a cooler pattern over the weekend and early next week. Cool enough that we'll have a little bit of frost early next week. But on the tail end of that front, a low pressure will bring a couple of showers late on Sunday. Most of that rain, I do believe, will stay off to our south and east. So with the barometric pressure, first of all, it'll drop through Wednesday, and then it'll spike up. That little breeze we get will help initiate the pressure rises through the weekend. So no big pressure changes to instigate pains, but just know there's some nuances in that graph. We are in the 70s the next couple of days. Again, it'll be dry afternoon on Wednesday. Thursday will be gorgeous. There's the rain on Friday. Saturday, 63, but notice our lows drop down to the 30s with highs in the 50s. So we're back into a more seasonable pattern after we get that second cold front come through on Friday. That's the latest in weather. We are back with more news after this break.